Welcome. Today is the day that you've been waiting for, or at least it's the day that I've been waiting for. It's the 2025 Laptop Awards. This year we tested 89 laptops. Some of them were great, some of them were terrible, and most of them were outright mediocre. Well, today we're going to be celebrating the winners, the very best in each category. We're going to start with the non-gaming ones and then move on to the gaming ones, the creating ones, and programming. And just an FYI, to be eligible to win, the laptop it must have been released this year in 2025. Now, if you are going to buy any of these laptops, the links will be of course down below the video. But what you should really do is just head on over to our website, bestlaptop.deals. Over there we track prices right across retailers so you know which store is currently offering the best deal. Well, let's start the show. The winner of the 2025 award for the best budget laptop is HP's OmniBook 5. There's a 14 and a 16-inch version. You got a 2-in-1 as well as a traditional clamshell. But what really matters is their price. These laptops can regularly be found for around $400. What distinguishes the OmniBook 5s is their combination of a well-built chassis, a powerful current-gen processor, a decent screen, 16 gig of memory, and 512 gig of storage. Look, every other laptop that we've seen under $400, it just fails on at least one of these, if not multiple. The OmniBook, it isn't perfect, of course. The 14-inch model that we tested, it did get warm while charging, and it was a bit heavy. But as I said, we just haven't seen anything near as good at this price point. Winner of the 2025 award for the best value laptop is the MacBook Air 13 and 15 with M4. Look, no laptop brings such a powerful processor packed into such a well-built premium chassis for under $1,000. We've seen the 256 gig storage model as low as $750 and the 512 gig as low as $950. For most people, the MacBook Air is the laptop you buy and you just don't have to worry about. Apple, you see, they get the little things right. Really accurate trackpad, good speakers, great battery life, decent webcam, and you never hear any fan noise because there is no fan. Obviously, the Air isn't perfect. We definitely need to see a fast refresh rate screen in next year's model as well as Wi-Fi 7. Winner for the 2025 award for the best premium laptop is the MacBook Pro 14 with M5. The MacBook Pro 14, it's the quintessential laptop. It is everything you expect a laptop to be. It's well built, it is portable, it is extremely powerful, and it has great battery life. Most laptops with this kind of performance, they weigh a lot more, or they have significantly worse battery life, or they have more fan noise. In fact, on its battery life, some similarly powered laptops, they may look like they last as long on paper. That's in tests like video playback or office productivity. But that's just not the full picture. Those laptops, they significantly throttle their performance when unplugged. And if you're running intense tasks on the laptop, they drain their battery fast. Anyway, just like all Apple's MacBooks, you don't have to worry about the little things. Everything about this laptop, it is premium. From its fantastic mini LED display, to its trackpad, to its speakers. Heck, you even get a really good port selection on this laptop. Our main nit, of course, with the MacBook Pro 14 is that it lacks Wi-Fi 7, the notch, it's still large, and some people might just not want a Mac. If that's you, our winner for the 2025 award for the best premium Windows laptop is the ThinkPad X915. I'm specifically talking about the 15-inch model, by the way, not the 14. You see, the 15, it has a much larger battery and a USB-A port. Now, the 15, it is still very lightweight and super portable, which is just magical considering how large its display is. And boy, is it a stunning panel. It is bright, it's high resolution, it's an OLED one. It also has phenomenal battery life for light tasks. It has this well laid out keyboard combined with a haptic trackpad and an excellent webcam. In fact, if you buy the Qualtra 7 version, it actually has decent integrated graphics, so you can enjoy some light gaming. If anything, ThinkPad lovers are going to be upset because it doesn't have the red track point, but in my opinion, most laptop buyers, they aren't going to care. Alright, it is time to game. Winner of the 2025 award for the best budget gaming laptop is Lenovo's LOQ. The LOQ, it is very well built. It has a decent screen with 100% sRGB color gamut, which is really rare for a gaming laptop at this price point. Anyway, it also has a good keyboard, it performs very well. You just don't see this combination on other budget gaming laptops. Many don't feed their GPUs enough power, a lot have low quality screens, and some of them, they just feel cheaply built. Heck, some that we've tested just outright have quality control issues. Our two Asus TUF F16s, they both had fan problems. One got ridiculously loud and the other ran so much it actually vibrated the desk. If I was to have a nit about the LOQ, it's probably its weight. It is really heavy. Winner of the 2025 award for the best value for your money gaming laptop goes to Lenovo's Legion 5i. No gaming laptop was able to touch the Legion 5i at its price point. For around $1,000, you're getting a glorious OLED display, you've got a high wattage mid-range NVIDIA GPU paired with a current gen processor. In fact, this is why we specifically like the 5i, the Intel version, better. With that version, you can get it with an Intel Arrow Lake HX processor. That is an extremely powerful chip from their highest end range, and it's more power efficient than older Raptor Lake chips found in many gaming laptops at this price point. But it just doesn't stop there. You get one of Lenovo's signature, incredibly comfortable keyboards, and it's very compact for a gaming laptop because of that 15-inch display. It does of course have some cons like bad speakers, no face recognition, it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, and it does have poor port placement. But guys, these are pretty minor considering what this laptop brings to the table. Winner of the 2025 award for the best premium gaming laptop is the Legion 7i. It is absolutely stunning. I mean, just look at it. And boy, does it have a phenomenal display. You see, most OLED panels, they lack brightness. They barely go above 400 nits. The Legion 7i goes up to 500. It has an insanely comfortable and well laid out keyboard. I mean, just look at those large arrow keys. Nothing to mispress there. It has a powerful Intel HX processor, which just makes everything super snappy, and it's paired with a high wattage mid-range GPU. And if that wasn't enough for you, it has upgradable memory. The winner for the 2025 Best 14-inch Gaming Laptop Award goes to Asus's TUF A14. You might be shocked to see it win this award after our recent video where it came in middle of the pack amongst high-powered 14-inch laptops. But the reality is this. That was a quantitative analysis. In the real world, all the other 14-inch gaming laptops, they have at least one material issue. Asus's own Zephyrus G14, it gets very warm to the touch, even in light use. And my favourite 14-inch gaming laptop, the Blade 14, it doesn't go to sleep when you close its lid. It just cooks itself in my backpack. The TUF A14, it does not perform the best, it does not look the best, it isn't the most premium feeling, but it's got it where it counts. It has phenomenal cooling, which is really rare for a laptop this size. It's really light and portable, it's got incredible battery life, and, as I said, it's got no major issues like its competitors. Winner for the 2025 Best 16-inch Gaming Laptop Award is Asus's Strix Scar 16. If you want the best gaming experience in a 16-inch laptop, this gives you it. It packs an extremely high-performance CPU and GPU up to an Intel Core Ultra 9 HX processor and up to an RTX 5090. But what sets this laptop apart from all other powerful 16-inch ones is how comfortable it is to actually game on. It is the coolest feeling full-powered 16-inch gaming laptop right across its keyboard deck and palm rest. It's significantly cooler than the Legion Pro 7i. If that wasn't enough, the Scar, it expels hot air out the back, not from the sides on your mouse hand. It has ports that don't get in your way, and it has a stunning fast refresh rate mini LED display. Our winner for the best portable gaming laptop of 2025 is Asus's Zephyrus G16. The G16, it really came into its own this year. It feels cooler to the touch than last year's model with Intel's more efficient Arrow Lake H CPU, and the fan noise issues of that original model, they've mostly disappeared. In light use, it is now dead silent. But here's why it really won. This laptop can do everything good to great, whether you're gaming, video editing, programming, browsing the web, running Linux. It's also super comfortable and very portable. It has options for powerful GPUs with more than 8GB of VRAM, which most of these thinner light gaming laptops don't. It has decent battery life for what it is, it has a comfortable keyboard, good speakers. Guys, let me be clear here. We just don't see a world where you buy the Zephyrus G16, particularly with the 5070 Ti model, and you aren't just really happy with your purchase. The award for the Best Creator Laptop of 2025 goes to the ProArt P16. This is the creator version of the Zephyrus G16 that I just talked about. It looks very stylish and understated in its black finish and does a good job of repelling fingerprints. But what really matters is what's underneath the hood. You can get it with a solid Ryzen 9 HX370 processor with up to an RTX 5090. The 5090 version actually comes paired with a stunning tandem OLED display. It is just glorious to look at. In fact, all the panel options of the ProArt are high resolution, very color accurate, and just look great. The ProArt, it also has a fast, full-sized SD card reader, another must for creators, and it's just super compact and portable. Its main downside is that the one with the tandem OLED display is super expensive. The winner of the 2025 Best 18-inch Gaming Laptop is the Alienware 18 Area 51. The Alienware delivers tremendous performance, but there are 4 things that just separate it from all other 18-inch gaming laptops. First, it is the coolest feeling when actually gaming. This is extremely noticeable when you compare it to the Legion 9i. The Alienware, it is several degrees cooler, particularly on the left palm rest. Second, the Alienware has a curved front edge. Most of these thick gaming laptops, they do cut into your wrist a little. Third, the Alienware has a 2560 by 1600 display, which means the GPU can push higher frame rates or higher settings. You see, many of these high-powered 18-inch laptops, they have 4K plus panels, which is better for creators, but not for gamers. And lastly, the Alienware has an option for a Cherry MX mechanical keyboard, which just is super comfortable to type on. Look, like all laptops, the Alienware isn't perfect. It is super heavy, it does blow hot air out the sides of the laptop, and if you get that mechanical keyboard, there is a slight ringing noise if you're typing fast. This last one though, it shouldn't be much of an issue when gaming. By the way, if you're wondering why the smaller Alienware 16 Area 51 didn't win the 16-inch award, it gets a lot warmer than the 18, and it's a smaller laptop, so the air blowing out the sides, it's more likely to hit your mouse hand. Finally, the award for the best programming laptop for 2025, it once again goes to the MacBook Pro 14 with M5. Its screen, it's super bright with a high resolution, very high in fact, which is really important for coders as it makes small code look really crisp and easy to make out. Its processor is insanely fast for coding, it's nice and portable, and it's one of the only laptops whose battery life just doesn't collapse in a heap when you code on it when it's unplugged. Its main downside for software developers is that it does cost a fair bit to get a config with a lot of memory. Most programmers though, they should be fine with a stock model that has 24 gig. Definitely check out our website bestlaptop.deals. At the time I made this video, it was already on sale. Also, it does seem like Apple are using the keyboard from the MacBook Air in this base model of the Pro. It does feel lower travel than the keyboard in the MacBook Pro 14 with the M4 Pro or Max chip. So get one of those if that's an issue for you. Well, that's all I got for you. Congratulations to all our winners. It was a really big year for laptops. And big thanks to the ridiculous amount of testing the team did here. They did a really good job. If you aren't already subscribed and you do want to help us grow, well, what are you doing? Get subscribed. It's something free and easy that you can do that really does make a difference. And as I always say, it does make my mother very proud. Actually, she always says that. Till next time, go do something awesome with your day, and I will catch you later.